Welcome back, modelers. In the last video I showed you how to turn text into a compound graphic shape and how to expand the compound lines so that you could actually modify the items using the direct selection tool. This allowed you to tweak the shape of something into something else. Very useful. Now I'm going to show you how to use this in a practical situation. Okay, so first of all I'm going to use the selection tool, highlight all of that, hit delete and lose it. Okay, now what we're going to do first of all is import a picture into Illustrator so that we can use it as a sort of a tracing. Okay, so first of all we do File, Place, and then you can explore your PC to find whichever file you're looking for. In this case, I'm going to load this here, this image here, and this is a photograph of the side of a chipmunk, WK518, and I want to make a stencil or paint mask so that we can apply this to the model. First of all, I'm going to create a horizontal reference. So we use the line tool, and we use the Shift key, left click and drag. And you'll see that if I go up and down, it doesn't matter. The line remains horizontal. Okay, left key release, shift release, and there's the line. Okay, it doesn't really matter where it is. I'll go to the selection tool and I'll drag it up a bit. Oops, let me grab it. Doesn't want to grab. I think there's something going on in the background of my PC which is slowing things down. There's possibly a backup running, so apologies for that. So I've moved the line up a little bit. If you click on the graphic, you'll see that it's selected now. If you go to the corners, you can see that you can drag the corners or make it taller or wider. However, if you saw that carefully, you'll see that in certain positions you actually get a rotate symbol. If I can get it again, there. It's very difficult to get. That's the wrong there. And what I want to do is rotate this until the 518 is parallel with that line. So in this instance I'm going to just drag that line up a little bit further so I can see what's going on. Highlight the image again, get my radius tool or my rotate tool, and I'm going to rotate it a fraction more, maybe a bit more, and maybe a tad more. Now you can be more careful about this obviously than I'm being, but I just want to get an idea. Select the line again, and I'm going to just move it up. You can actually use the cursor keys to move this as well, and then you can move it right and left depending on the cursor keys. So that's about right. Okay, so now the drawing is aligned to the artboard or your workspace. Now I'm going to select a font and put some text on here. So I've clicked on the text. I'm going to use the RCAF _60 ATH font, which it's defaulted to because that's the last one I used. I'm going to outline it in black, which, yes, I'll leave it at that for a moment. Okay, so what we want is WK518. Quite often with these RAF or military fonts, there are no lowercase. So when you type a lowercase w, you actually get an uppercase. So we just do WK518 in lowercase, ends up as uppercase. Okay. Now by default, when you put text down, it always is filled in black, or has a fill color, normally black. So if we highlight, we use the selection tool and highlight the text that we've just created. Sorry, it's going slow again. Turn the fill mode to none and turn the outline to white, to black rather. You can see there's our text. Okay, now that's really is slow. Anyway, hopefully it's not going to stop us doing this. If I drag it up and put it on the line so it's close to where we want to be, okay, you can see that if we cut this stencil to this shape, it isn't actually going to be right. So what do we do? First of all, if it's the text needs to be converted to compound shape. So if you remember how we did this, we select the text, we go to our transform tool, which again is under Window Transform if you haven't got it, or Shift and F8. Go to the Pathfinder tab, click on the down arrow, make compound shape, click on the down arrow again, expand compound shape. I have a feeling that you can use expand here, but I can't really remember now, and for expediency, let's ignore it for a second. Right, I'm going to use the Alt and wheel on top of my mouse to just zoom in. Okay. Now you can see it's now a compound shape. So if we go to the Direct Selection tool and we grab and we click on the W. No, we've not got the Direct Selection tool. That one. Click on the W. We now have just the W. Okay, so we can literally drag the anchor points to where they are on the image underneath. Okay, this is how you would, it's kind of like tracing, I suppose, but you're replicating the shape underneath. Now you can be a lot more careful than I am here. I'm just showing you quickly how to do it. It's the process that's more important than the accuracy, I think, in this case. Now you'll see that we've ended up with too many anchor points. See, there's too many. We've got one there and one there that is surplus to requirements. So we go on to the anchor point, delete anchor point tool, and we click on that one, and we click on that one. Okay, now we have the right number. Now you can see the W could still be refined a little bit. We go Direct Selection tool, we could probably highlight that one and maybe drag it down a little bit more, and that one possibly a little bit more as well. Anyway, you get the idea. If we go to the K, again we can do it just for a bit of repetition, and you drag them to the various points like this. That one I think is going to be extra. It doesn't actually take very long. You obviously want to be a bit more careful. The line being here. That one's surplus, so we click on the remove anchor point, click on that one, and it's gone. Okay, and that's how. Now I'm going to do the one just to show you. Direct Selection tool. Sorry about this. The machine is doing things in the background that's causing me to click on things and it not happen immediately. It's not normally like this. I can only apologise. Right, so there we have our one that's been modified. I'll remove this excess point. Now I know I've clicked on it. Thank you. Okay, so that's basically how you change and alter the text to make a compound shape and then convert it into, or to copy, a drawing underneath so that you can cut a stencil that is accurate. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do curved sections. Okay, it's a lot more interesting, a lot more difficult. Alright, thanks for watching.